Hello all my dear students. So I am your own biology teacher. Okay, my name is Donakonda Madhavi and I am a postgraduate from Osmania University. I have 25 years of teaching experience and I am a gold medalist from Osmania University. So I am very glad to be associated with you in teaching biology. So all throughout till your exams, I will be associated through my YouTube channel, and I hope you will feel the same gladness of being associated with me to learn the subject in a fun-filled way. So I will teach the entire subject, let it be ICSE, CBSE or your state syllabus. The same topics would be there and you can easily memorize the topics by the way I am teaching. I will also teach you different tricks to memorize tough topics. We will also learn how to practice the diagrams easily, and also during your exams time all the different question papers, the patterns, everything would be explained. So let us just go on and learn biology in a fun-filled way. So biology is no more a difficult subject, provided if you just listen to my channel, okay, in a proper way. You can write any question that comes from biology. You need not open your books, I am assuring that. So let us go on and start with our first and very important topic in your 10th class biology, that is life processes. Life process. So what are life process? As the term itself indicates, life processes are nothing but they are the process which are essential for life of an organism. So let it be the smallest organism to a prokaryote like your bacteria, or a biggest organism in eukaryotes, okay, like the plants or the most evolved animals you can take. All these are the living organisms, and the processes which are essential for continuing their life, which are essential for survival of any living organism, is what is called as a life process. So if someone asks you, okay, give some examples of life process, imagine what you are doing every day. What we are doing, we are respiring without our knowledge. We are taking in something inside our body every day, okay? So, and also we are excreting that out. So these basic process, what we are doing, can be given as examples for life process. So life process, what are they? They include nutrition, they include respiration, transportation, reproduction, growth, movement, etc. So these are all the life process. Plants are living, but they will not show movement. So some of the process may not be shown by all the living organisms, but still the organisms perform many of these processes, and therefore they are called as the life process. Then coming to the first important life process, that is nutrition. The first important life process is nutrition. So what is nutrition? So, okay, immediately once you wake up, after you finish your brushing, what you do? You start taking something inside your body every day. That is, let it be the breakfast to rush up for the school, or you will come to school and have your lunch. In the night you have your dinner. In between you have your snacks. So many things we will be eating. Like that, every living organism has to eat something, and that process of eating is nutrition. So, nutrition in exact terms, if you have to define, so the process of obtaining the food and utilization of the food in the body is what is called nutrition. The process of obtaining the food and utilization of the food inside our body is what is called nutrition. Okay, so what is the purpose of nutrition? Why we have to eat our food so many times? What is the purpose of nutrition in living organisms? So it is essential for providing us with energy. Imagine, okay, for 1 or 2 days, or at least for 1 day or half day, let us imagine you are not eating anything. How you feel? You will feel low energy in your body. You will not get sufficient energy to do your activities. So nutrition is very essential to provide energy to our body. Also, when you are born, you are just a small baby. Now you are grown up to certain height. Okay, you have increased in length and also width. All this is growth, and that is happening because of the food whatever you have taken in. So food is essential for energy and also for growth. Okay, it is also essential for repair. Now what is this repair? Inside our body there are several cells which will be worn out, which will be damaged. They has to be repaired. Okay, they have to be repaired slowly inside our body. All this repair will happen only by the food whatever you give inside your body. So our food whatever we are giving is essential for repair, and also it is needed for metabolism. Now what is metabolism? Okay, though the term seems to be big, but metabolism is nothing but it is okay making of some components inside your body and breakdown of some of the components inside our body is what is metabolism. So the making up and the breaking up process. The making up process in biological terms is called anabolism, and the breaking down process is called as catabolism. So your metabolism is nothing but anabolism plus catabolism is what is called metabolism. Metabolic reactions are those which we cannot see. They will be taking place inside our body automatically. So there will be some reactions in which the components will be made and some reactions in which the components are broken off. So broken off condition is called catabolism. When they are getting made, it is called anabolism. And anabolism and catabolism together would make up the metabolism. So like this, nutrition is essential for energy, growth, repair and metabolism inside the body of the living organism. Then now let us talk about the modes of nutrition. So we say that there are two modes of nutrition. Why there should be two modes is the question. Living organisms, there are many types of living organisms. All of them, they may not have the same mode of nutrition because principally when we see on the earth, we have plants and animals as the major set of living organisms, what we can see. So when we talk about these two categories, plants are different from animals in many ways. So they have different modes of nutrition. Because we have different types of organisms, we have different modes of nutrition. And when we talk about the modes, we have two modes of nutrition. What are those modes? The first one is called autotrophic nutrition. The second one is called the heterotrophic nutrition. Autotrophic nutrition and heterotrophic nutrition. Now, what is autotrophic? Autotrophic, it is made up of two terms. Auto means self, trophism means nourishment. So the organisms which can nourish themselves are called as autotrophs. The organisms which can nourish themselves are called autotrophs. So they can prepare their own food. They can prepare their own food. A plant is there. It is not depending upon any other source for its food. It will make its own food, it will grow by itself and it will develop by itself, it will perform all the activities by itself, okay. So it is not depending upon any other organisms for its food. So that's why we categorize all the green plants as autotrophs. So what are the examples of autotrophs? Principally we have the green plants. Green plants, children remember, these are the only producers on the earth. All the green plants will give food for all the organisms on the earth. So therefore they are called the producers on the earth. So followed by green plants, we have other examples. Cyanobacteria, which is also called your blue-green algae. If you remember in your 9th class, you learnt about the blue-green algae, the cyanobacteria. Other categories of algae you can also give as examples. And also there are certain photosynthetic bacteria which can also be given as examples. Like we have the green sulfur bacteria, which is an example for photosynthetic bacteria, that is, it is an autotrophic bacteria. Then you have the next category, that is heterotrophs. So what are heterotrophs? The organisms, the term hetero means others. So the organisms which depend upon others for their food are called as heterotrophs. So the organisms, they obtain food from others. Then who are these heterotrophs? Yes, we are heterotrophs because we depend upon either plants or animals for our food. We depend upon either plants or animals for our food. So we are called heterotrophs. So heterotrophic organisms depend upon others for their food. Okay, so the examples include animals and also fungus. Children, you might have observed if any spoiled food is kept outside, fungus will grow on that and it will start taking that food and it will develop on that. So fungus is also an example of heterotroph where it is feeding on the spoiled food there. It is depending upon that spoiled food. Then we have tapeworm, pinworm, hookworm, which are all parasites which may be present inside the person's intestines and all. They get attached and they cause different intestinal problems. Then we have plants like cuscuta. What is the plant? The plant is cuscuta plant, and also Rafflesia. Yes, you remember Rafflesia is the plant which will give the biggest flower compared to all other plants on the earth. So this Rafflesia actually is also a heterotroph. So plants like cuscuta, Rafflesia are all examples of heterotrophic plants. So not only animals, even plants are heterotrophs. So like this, we have the heterotrophic mode of nutrition. So like this, we conclude with the topic for today. So what we have discussed briefly is life process, are the process which are essential for survival of an organism. So they include nutrition, respiration, excretion. Simply, you can just give them as examples. Then we have discussed about what is nutrition. The process of obtaining the food and its utilization inside the body is what is called nutrition. And then we have seen that depending on the organisms, there can be two modes of nutrition, the autotrophic and heterotrophic. We have seen what is the importance of nutrition in our body is to give energy, and also it is essential for growth, repair and metabolism inside our body. And we have seen what is autotrophic nutrition. Organisms making their own food are called autotrophs. Okay, and examples include green plants, which are called the producers on the earth, and also we have cyanobacteria and the green sulfur bacteria, or the purple sulfur bacteria we have, and also we have is heterotrophs, which will depend upon other organisms for their food. So if someone asks you a question about whether you are an autotroph or heterotroph, what would be your answer? Yes, we are all heterotrophs, and also all the animals, not only humans, all the animals, even the fungi, tapeworm as I said, and two important plants, that is Cuscuta and Rafflesia, are also very good examples among the plants as heterotrophs. So hope you followed today's class, and keep waiting for tomorrow's class, where we will start discussion about each of these modes of nutrition, all the other details associated with these. Okay, hope you understood. Any of your doubts, you post in the comment section. Thank you.